thinks you're Santa Claus. I am.
Hey guys, welcome to the Retro Media Talk Podcast. I'm Steve, and I'm sitting here with Steve.
Yeah.
It's been a while, man.
I don't even remember. Yeah, it's been, what? It's been probably like 6 months?
No, not that long. It was, I don't know.
Well, how long you been working your job? You said 5 months?
Well, maybe it has been 5 months. Maybe it has been over 5 months. Gosh, dang. Maybe it's been 6. I don't know, dude. It has been a long time. Yeah, because I released one solo, and then we did one that hasn't been released. I don't know if we're going to release it yet or not. I don't know. I'll have to. I just haven't had time to edit it and see what we got. But yeah, it's been a long time. And it sucks because I like doing Christmas movies, and looks like, here we are with one Christmas movie probably for the whole month. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. But we'll see. Hopefully we can squeeze in another one. I don't know if it's possible. Just busy. Yeah, everybody's busy. So I wanted to do this one because I love John Hughes. John Hughes produced this movie, did not direct it, but he produced it and wrote the screenplay with another guy. And we're going to go ahead and do Miracle on 34th Street from 1994, which Lego you have not seen till recently, right?
Yeah, just watched it last night for the first time.
Okay, great. Well, that's awesome. We'll get your take here in a minute. So anyway, have you seen the original from 1947? I think.
Isn't Natalie Wood? Is that the one?
Yeah,
she's a little girl. Is that? Yeah, I've seen that one like once or twice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an awesome movie. It's classic. I mean, it's the guy that plays Santa Claus, he won an Academy Award for his performance. Great Santa Claus. And that movie, if you watch it, back to back with the new one, it's the new one, not new one. Gosh, it's vintage now. What am I talking about? But the remake,
30 years.
Yeah. 30. Is it 30 years now?
Well, next year it'll be 30
right.
years.
Okay, so 30 years since that remake came out, and it was really faithful to the classic. It didn't do as good as the original, obviously, probably that when it came out. I don't know if it did that well. I think it got kind of, I don't know. I was reading something like the Santa Claus did a lot better, but I think it's gained a pretty good following, almost to cult status, because I see a lot of people raving about this movie, even though it got kind of, it was a remake, but you know how modern remakes go. They don't get the appreciation as the original, so it's hard to match, especially when you got something like Miracle on 34th Street. Now, one big mistake was not having Macy's as being the center of the story as far as the department store. And, when I was reading it, they wouldn't give permission. Now, that was the biggest mistake Macy's could have done for their own brand.
Well, yeah.
I mean, how stupid. So what's weird about it, and I'm getting off on a little bit, but what's weird about it is Kohl's becomes the department store of the story, and it's not Kohl's with a K, it's Kohl's with a C, which is a whole made up department store. But Macy's could have gotten so much good publicity and advertisement if they would have just let them use the name. It's so stupid. Right. But Macy's is known for making dumb decisions, and this is one of their dumbest, in my opinion. And
I just read here. It says that, they said they didn't feel like that the original stood on its own, and this new movie couldn't improve on the original story. But it also says that Macy's did not want to cooperate because at the time it was nearly $6 billion in debt and didn't want to be in the spotlight until the bankruptcy was settled. However, this Macy's spokeswoman did not comment on the subject. So that's probably why.
So that just reinforces the dumb mistakes they've made, you know. Aside from that, let's get back to what you thought of. Well, okay, let me see. The plot. In this modern update of the beloved 1947 classic, 6-year-old Susan has doubts about childhood's most enduring miracle, Santa Claus. But after meeting a special department store Santa, who's convinced he's the real thing, Susan is given the most precious gift of all, something to believe in. Starring Richard Attenborough, he's the one in the new one, or the 1994 one, Elizabeth Perkins, Dylan McDermott, and Mara Wilson as Susan. And that's it. So they try to destroy him, and they go to court and all this stuff, trying to prove he is not the real Santa. And we'll get to the rest of it here after I figure out if you like the movie or not.
Right.
Hi guys, this is Steve here. Do you ever think about taking your nutrition to the next level? Have you ever wondered what the best iodine supplement is? How about Detoxidine? Certified organic nascent iodine. A life changer. How about a liquid turmeric with black pepper? Goes in your system, fights inflammation. This blend preserves the full spectrum of antioxidants naturally found in turmeric. Global Healing Organics also just came out with an organic mushroom blend and bioactive copper. All this can be discounted with our special coupon code Healthy Life. With a $50 minimum purchase, use Healthy Life for maximum discount with a $50 minimum purchase. GlobalHealingOrganics.com. All right, so give it to us. What'd you think of Miracle on 34th Street?
Actually, when I said that, let's do Miracle on 34th Street, because we had talked about doing potentially Home Alone or this one, and Home Alone wasn't streaming for free, and so I wasn't able to refresh. I said, all right, let's do Miracle on 34th Street, because I knew it was streaming for free, and I honestly wasn't looking forward to watching the movie, because it's just one of those... it's just not one of those staple movies for me. Like I said, I'd seen the original, and, it's just one of those old-fashioned, sentimental type Christmas movies. But, to be honest with you, I watched it, and it kept my attention, and I really did enjoy the movie. And it went really quick for nearly a 2-hour movie. It's like an hour and, I think, 54 minutes. So I liked it. I did. I really did like the movie. I enjoyed it, even though there wasn't a whole lot of big name actors in there. There's a lot of actors, of course, you've seen a million times in movies,
right?
Like Dylan McDermott. I think he's the B movie actor of the '90s.
Well, he was
used to be in a lot of
TV
stuff,
shows, right? Law and Order. I don't know.
Was that what it was? I was like, my wife's like, what has he been in? I was like, I think he was in some kind of TV show.
Yeah, Law and Order. I didn't know what it was. Something else. I don't know. But yeah, he's got that whole lawyer vibe. I don't know, something about him. He's a pretty slick guy.
Yeah.
The other girl, the mom, she was in that show Weeds. I don't know if you ever saw it. Was on Showtime or something.
Was she?
Yeah.
She looked very familiar, but I couldn't place her on anything that I'd seen before. I think she looks like somebody, is what it is.
Yeah. The director, Les Mayfield, he didn't do. He did a lot of producing and stuff like that, but he produced he directed Blue Streak and Encino Man. Those are the two movies that kind of I've seen. There was Flubber in 1997, but he hasn't done a whole lot as far as directing. So this is one of. So I don't know why John Hughes didn't want to direct it. I'm assuming he was just busy and didn't rather just write the script and produce it. Maybe he just was directing something else at the time. He was really busy, so who knows? But did you get the vibe? Did you get the John Hughes vibe in there, like the humor and different things like that? Did you feel that at all?
I didn't actually.
See,
did you?
Yeah, I did. Especially in the beginning with the drunk Santa Claus and he bending over and his crack showing, and the kids are all, the drunk Santa, that is. That was just, that to me was John Hughes, those little things. And there was some other, kind of good lines in there, a few good lines, Kris Kringle had, whatever. But what'd you think of Santa Claus? I thought he did a good job.
Yeah, no, I liked him. I know we had talked about him for Jurassic Park. And when we were talking about Jurassic Park, you had told me that his eyebrows drove you crazy.
Yeah.
And so they really stood out in this movie. And you know what?
Yeah.
He has some crazy eyebrows, dude.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, oh, man, there's those eyebrows.
I was watching with my wife, and I said, I have a feeling Steve's going to mention his eyebrows again because those things are out of control.
Yeah, it's like, come on, makeup department, let's do a little trim or something,
or a little wax,
comb or something.
Just tack them down.
Yeah, there's two pet peeves I have in movies. If like a nose hair sticking out, or too much ear hair, or I guess three, and then eyebrows. I don't know, just something about it. It's like, come on, man, can't you guys see he needs a trim or a comb down or something? It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
I think.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I think, too, between this movie and the time that he died, he was, like, knighted, wasn't he? Isn't he Sir Richard Attenborough, or at one point?
Might have been. Yeah, I think so. I believe so. I don't know.
But he's also known a lot for being the narrator on, like, a lot of nature PBS shows. He'll be like, the Australian bobcat is a and he's like narrates like these nature shows. I think
is that the same one?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, like Planet Earth or something?
Yeah, well, he's narrated like nature shows. I know, like on PBS and stuff.
Well, I know there was an Attenborough. Sir David Frederick Attenborough. He did the narration Planet Earth.
Oh, really? So maybe it wasn't this one.
So that's David Frederick Attenborough. Yeah, you got the wrong one.
Attenboroughs. I mean, how many Attenboroughs are there? You know what I mean? It's not a very common name.
It must be all English.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, he's been in a lot of movies though. A lot of movies. Great Escape, with what's his name?
Steve McQueen.
Steve McQueen, yeah. Where was the I just had it. Now lost it. Oh wait, he's related to a David Attenborough. Who's this? That might be him. Lord Richard.
It's got to be, right? It's got to be.
Younger brother, actor, Lord. He's a lord? Whatever that means.
Lord's a leaping?
Okay, Lord Richard Attenborough. So, why did it say Sir David Frederick Attenborough? Is there two of them? Or I don't know, dude. I'm confused. So, we got Sir David Attenborough, and then we got this younger brother, Richard Attenborough. He must be the one on Planet Earth, I'm wondering.
So there's two Richard Attenboroughs in the same family?
Yeah, he was on Planet Earth and Frozen Planet. Yeah, those are great visuals on the documentary. But let's see here. So younger brother actor Lord Richard Attenborough. Okay, so I guess that's his younger brother. I don't know.
Okay.
So yeah, you weren't too far off the mark then, dude.
Yeah, I knew it was in Attenborough. Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. So yeah, he was in Jurassic Park. Is he in all the Jurassic Parks?
I'm not a big Jurassic Park fan.
Yeah. Well, he was in Lost World. Okay, where are we at here? I'm just.
Yeah, so just those two, Lost World and the original Jurassic Park.
All right. But yeah. So anyway, yeah. And then we move on to, let's see, what's the other actor here? That we want to go over. Dylan McDermott. Let's just pull up his IMDb, I guess. He's nominated for 2 Primetime Emmys. Known for The Practice. That's what
yes. Yes.
Practice. Oh, and Law and Order Organized Crime. Oh, yeah, 15 episodes there. Special Victims Unit 1 there, but I guess his main thing must have been the Practice show, I guess. Oh no, that was 1 episode. What the hell, man? Okay, where's
I just saw him in a horror movie, The Clove Hitch Killer. I just watched that.
Oh,
which is
did you?
True story. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's the Clove Hitch Killer. He was pretty old in that. Yeah, so he's been in a lot of stuff, but it doesn't look like he's been like in a lot. Like he was in 20 episodes of some show called Stalker. Hostages, 15 episodes.
Oh, American Horror Story. He was in 21 episodes of that. He must have been a reoccurring actor on there. That's weird.
Oh, yeah, The Practice, 147 episodes. I mean, that's...
Oh, is it 140? Okay, I was...
Yeah,
okay,
7 years, 97 to 2004. So,
okay.
So that was his big gig.
That's his big gig, yeah, because I remember seeing... I never watched the show, but I remember seeing, previews of him on TV. I was like, oh, that guy. Yeah, you totally recognize him and stuff. He was in that movie, Olympus Has Fallen. That was pretty entertaining movie. Let's see who else. Well, we might as well go to the other one, Elizabeth Perkins. See what all she's been in besides Weeds. I know she won. I thought she won something for Weeds, but I don't know. Best nominee. Sharp Objects. I don't know what that is. Oh, Primetime Emmy. Yeah, Weeds. Yeah. All right. So anyway, was she in any movies? Let's see. I don't know.
Nothing really big, it looks like.
Oh, she's in that morning show. Oh, no, 1 episode of that, I guess. Yeah, nothing. Curb Your Enthusiasm. You just see a couple episodes of that, it looks like. But no real big movies, it looks like. Well, she's a voice for something, Finding Nemo.
She was Wilma Flintstone in the live action.
Yeah, I just saw that.
With John Goodman.
About last night, she was in that movie? Huh.
And then she was in Big.
Big, okay. So bigger movies before that, yeah. Before the...
Yeah. When I watched Miracle on 34th Street last night, I was like, I've never really seen this chick before. I was like, it's probably why this movie didn't do that well, because there wasn't really any big star in there,
Yeah. Well, maybe they just wanted it that way. I don't know. Now, what did you get from the movie? Now, in my opinion, they don't really explain why Santa Claus is in New York. And they didn't in the beginning either, the first one. You just assume he's showing up to the parade to see who's playing him as the Santa Claus. I don't know. What'd you get from that?
Well, I guess I really didn't think about it, but it seems to me which, I mean, first of all, the big question is he really Santa Claus?
I think he is, personally.
And
because,
if he indeed is really Santa Claus, right?
Yeah.
Then what is he doing in New York? Why is he staying at this old folks' home in New York?
Right.
And, what about Mrs. Claus? Who's directing the elves and the production of the whatever, the whole kit and caboodle? So I literally think he is just a delusional old man. I don't really think he is Santa Claus.
I think they left that as your own interpretation, but there is this element, obviously, closure in the end that, he is Santa Claus then. This miracle happens. But to me, this is just my interpretation. He just takes a trip to New York and to see what's going on with this big parade. Maybe he checks it out every year. Maybe he doesn't. And then he sees this Santa Claus that's playing him in the parade. He's drunk, and he gets real upset. And he's just kind of monitoring what this person is representing as Santa Claus. And then, that's what I get from it. And he just stays there because he doesn't have a residence there. So he just stays there temporarily through until, maybe Christmas Eve. And then, he explains a few things during the court case, because they go to court, blah, blah, blah. And explain how you can get all these presents to all the kids in the world. And he talks about slowing time down. Did I lose you?
Yeah, why?
Oh, there you are. It went silent for a minute. He says slow time. And then they talk about the North Pole. Bring that guy from the government. There's nothing at the North Pole, blah, blah, blah. He says it's invisible. I don't know. There's a few things that they kind of, he answers that, that makes sense because, when you're talking about Santa Claus or whatever, it's more into the dreamland of it. He has different things like the lawyer guy says, hey, get that get that old TV antenna fixed. I ripped my pants on it last year.
Right.
Different little tips, little hints, I guess, that he is Santa. Brickhouse Nutrition offers an array of workout essentials like Foundation, a great muscle building formula. Fight muscle fatigue and increase your workout endurance. Foundation combines creatine and ATP to increase nutrient and oxygen delivery. This helps the body work out longer and recover faster. Creatine supplements and ATP supplements are backed by studies that prove they help with lean mass and strength individually. Foundation is known to pack on muscle naturally. Use our special coupon code HEALTHYLIFE to get a maximum discount. Coupon code HEALTHYLIFE. Healthy Life. And then, of course, the big, I don't know if if you got a little teary-eyed in the end, but that always gets me. I love the first one, but, obviously Susan, the daughter, she really tests. She don't believe in Santa because the mom said Santa doesn't exist. And tells Santa, look, if you're really Santa, you'll get me this house, a family, which is, the lawyer guy, and a little brother. Of course, all those things are impossible to get at once,
Right.
So, I don't know. Do we give away the ending?
Well, I think everybody is at some point seen this movie in one form or another, whether it's the old black and white one or this one.
Yeah. The bottom line is those things happen. And it's like, except for the little brother thing, And Susan realizes, she now believes in Santa, and, well, I'll just have to wait on the little brother. But she knows the little brother is coming because, he sets up this whole thing where they end up getting married on Christmas Eve. So it's really cool. I don't know, how he, rigged everything up and it all worked out. With the priest giving the ring that, the guy gave away to Kris because when he first proposed to her, she totally turned him down. There's a lot of moving parts, I guess, in the movie that happens from the parade to the department store to going to court and them trying to disprove he's Kris Kringle and then pulling off this whole convincing Susan that he really is Santa Claus. So how it comes together, I think it pulls at your heartstrings.
Yeah, it's like a nice sentimental movie and a nice ending. I don't know if I suppose. Yeah, I guess at one point where she's talking to Santa for the first time, and then she goes, "Oh, where's your daddy?" He's right there. She's like, "I don't have a daddy." Yeah. That gets you a little
now
worked up a little bit.
My favorite part about this, so obviously Santa does not take the place of the real meaning of Christmas. And what I love about this movie is they throw in a few things, like prayer around the table. It's like, do you mind if I say grace? Obviously the mom is like not a big religious person or anything, but this guy seems like he has a lot of faith. Obviously the court case is the best. Where she brings the card up to the judge, and it has the dollar bill in there and what's circled, "In God We Trust." So then that was brilliant, so he said, "You know what? I can't disprove this guy is not Kris Kringle or Santa Claus because our country is founded on the principles, and faith of God, founded in those principles." So it's like, yeah, that's awesome how they threw that in there. I think if they remade it today, they wouldn't have that in there. They wouldn't have
probably not
"In God We Trust" circled on the dollar. It'd be something stupid,
Yeah. I'm not quite sure how they would spin it. Yeah. What they would do, but you're right. They certainly wouldn't want to admit that today.
Mm-mm. The little girl, totally cute in the movie. I mean, totally great actress, awesome. If I could pull up her damn thing here. She was in Mrs. Doubtfire, Simple Wish, whatever that was. Matilda. And that's where I think her career kind of took a back seat. I'm not exactly sure what she's doing right now.
I mean, I wouldn't recognize her. She looks so much different.
Yeah.
Than she did as a kid.
Okay, the actor's mother died when Wilson was 9 years old, so that would have been hard. Wilson said losing her mother who had been protective of her and fought for her child to be treated well in the industry, left her completely unmoored. Oh, okay. So there's always some kind of thing that happens, it seems like, to these kids that the mom was protecting her, died. And where was the freaking dad? Huh. The book studies the friendships of Wilson formed as an infant in Hollywood and the complex family relationships that shaped her. During an interview about the book, Wilson said she was sexualized by members of the public who had seen her in the 90s films, explaining The Guardian that adult men would try to contact her when she was a child. She said, "I had people sending me inappropriate letters and posting things about me online. I made the mistake of Googling myself when I was 12 and saw things I couldn't unsee." Wilson's photograph was on pornography websites with her head superimposed onto women's bodies. She also spoke about the impact of being the media spotlight as so young. People don't realize how much constantly talking to the press as a child weighs on you. She said, adding that When she was 11, journalists would ask her if she knew what French kissing was or which actor she found sexiest. Oh, jeez. Yeah, Wilson said, when you have fans, you can no longer be yourself when you're out in public. And there were times that I was having a bad day because I was an emotional teenager or because my mother had just died. The actor's mother died when Wilson was... Okay, yeah. I read that already. All right. So anyway, that's probably why she got it kind of screwed up here, obviously. It seems like all those child actors go through some weird rough patch or rough period. Yeah. And they're always getting either sexually abused or whatever. And buy my book. Where am I now? Oh, she's got a book out. Yeah.
I'll pass.
So anyway, anything else, man? You want to add about this film?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I enjoyed the film, and obviously, it's probably gained a pretty decent yearly following now that it's 30 years old, but it was a complete bomb at the box office. I mean, it was a dog. I don't know what the budget was, but it only made 42 or 46 million worldwide. It only made 17 million in the U.S. and Canada.
Wow,
so that's pretty weak.
Yeah, I thought I read it bombed, but I wasn't for sure. I was trying to. I guess I forgot to pull up all the stats of it, but.
I mean, and you figured that. I mean, the budget had to be. I mean, 4 to 6 million. You would think.
Yeah, probably would have done better.
Hollywood movie.
It probably would have done better on the Hallmark Channel. But yeah, that's that's too bad because if John Hughes produced it, you would think it'd do better.
Yeah, I think what it is that it's the. It's the way of the world now, and people really aren't interested in these types of stories anymore. You know what I mean? To go to the theater to see it. You know what I mean? Then people want to go see the Santa Claus or Bad Santa or Elf or people want like a good time.
Now,
yeah,
but that was still 94. I mean, yeah, it wasn't 1984, but I mean it was 94. It wasn't like 2004.
I think in general though, I don't think Christmas movies as a whole really do that well. Do you?
Well,
at the box office,
Santa Claus did, and that was the same year.
I mean, did the first one do really, really good?
I think so. I think it was a hit. I believe.
But he was like a big star.
Well,
right?
Yeah, true, yeah.
He was a big star, and there was some drawing power there. I mean, there was no, nobody's gonna be like, oh, hey, did you see? There's a new Richard Attenborough,
Well, yeah,
or Dylan, whatever his guy's name was. I mean, they had no stars. They had no drawing power. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
If you'd had Julia Roberts or somebody as the mother,
yeah.
She was big back then. But I mean, this essentially was a no-namer movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you got a point there. There's definitely no huge draw other than the name, and what I think killed it too was the fact that Macy's wasn't in there. Did you hear the story of the original? I couldn't believe it. So the original, they had 2 department stores, Macy's and Gimbel's. It was really risky. They waited till they finished the film and they gave them permission. I mean, how risky was that? They were both rival companies, and one actually, Gimbel's actually went under in, I think, the 80s, maybe. I'm not real positive on that. I need to look that up. Gimbel's flagship stores were located in New York, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Milwaukee. Gimbels went public in 1922. Gimbels closed in 1986. Oh, that was it. They were founded in 1842. They ceased operations in 1987, it says on Wikipedia, so I don't know. So there you go. All right, guys, this is Steve. Do you know your body needs 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, and a powerful blend of essential fatty acids? 90 essential nutrients your body needs to stay healthy. In today's world, depleted soil, crop changes, and seasonal inconsistencies are yielding less nutrient-dense food. This is why the Healthy Body Start Pack was created. Longevity's products have been around for decades. If you want to check out the Healthy Body Start Pack, guys, go to naturalhealthagenda.com. naturalhealthagenda.com. So anyway, to wrap this up, I guess, if you're looking for a good holiday film, Christmas film, that I think is worthy of checking out on a yearly or bi-yearly basis. I don't know. I like Miracle on 34th Street. At least check it out once. See if you want to add it to your holiday watch list.
Right.
And, make your own decision. But I like the remake a lot. I think I would watch it definitely more than the original personally, because it feels more updated. And I love the original, but this one is from the 90s, and it was a good decade. There's a shot. I don't know if you saw that little shot, and you saw the Twin Towers. Every time I watch those movies, you still see the Twin Towers. Always really like that. That was when New York was good, Yeah, so Miracle on 34th Street, produced by John Hughes, written by John Hughes with two other writers, I think. They did a good job.
Yeah, no, it was good. I enjoyed it.
Now, have you watched any other Christmas movies this year?
Yes, I watched some Hallmark movie yesterday with Randy Travis and Connie Selleck, which is pretty good. I don't remember the name.
Yeah.
And I watched Merry Friggin' Christmas with Robin Williams and Joel McHale.
Oh,
it was pretty funny.
Yeah.
And I also watched... I watched something about a week ago. I don't remember what it was, but I haven't watched the staples yet. I haven't watched Christmas Vacation or A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
I watched Bells of St. Mary's, which I can kind of consider a Christmas one, although it's not really, but I do watch that one every year.
Mm.
And I did watch the Marlo Thomas version of It's a Wonderful Life. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
What year was that?
Gosh, that was, I'm not even sure, but it's got her and Wayne Rogers from MASH. And it's called, it's not called It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay.
But it's good. I watch that one every year.
Do you? Huh. Yeah. I would like to see it.
Oh, and I did, but I fell asleep. I did watch An American Christmas Carol the other day, but I saw about half of it and I fell asleep. I'll have to rewatch that one because I do watch that one every year. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
But the Marlo Thomas one is called It Happened One Christmas.
Oh.
It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube. I watch it every year on YouTube.
Okay. One Christmas. Okay, I'll have to check that out. It's a TV movie from '77.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's I highly recommend it. It's really good for a TV movie.
Okay. Well, I'll check it out for sure. I just saw.
There's also a really good one that I found last year on YouTube, and it's got who's the dude that was James Garner and Julie Andrews in it, and it's about two like widowed people, and they get together, and they end up getting trapped in a snowstorm on Christmas night. It's a good movie. I can't think of the name. I'll have to look it up real quick.
Okay.
But yeah, that's a good one. I just kind of like stumbled on that last year, and I like to find like those old hidden gems. Oh, it was called One Special Night.
Okay. Yeah, it's always nice to find something that you never watched, or something little off the beaten path that's kind of like, wow, where was this? I've never seen this one, It's like, whoa.
You do start eventually getting a little bit of a burnout of watching
the same,
the same movies every year. I mean, although I do enjoy them, but I don't enjoy them as much as
I know. I know. I kind of rotate like every other year. A lot of the movies, like, okay, because it seems like I just watched it. So it's like, it seems like I just watched that. So I'm going to take a year off, and I'll come back to it maybe a year later, I know I was going to tell you, why I wanted to do Home Alone?
Because Trump's in it? Oh, that's two.
That's two. No, I watched Home Alone 3.
Uh-huh.
Did you see that yet?
Is that the one with a different kid in it?
Yeah, it's got a different kid. But he's cute as hell. And I think I enjoyed it better than the first one.
Really?
I don't know, man. This is a really good movie. You'll have to watch it.
Yeah, I honestly don't think I've ever seen it.
I saw it streaming on something. Was it? Let me see. It might have been Hulu or something. It might have been Hulu. You got Hulu at all?
Yeah, I got it for that deal for.
Yeah, me too. 99 cents.
99 cents or $1.99, whatever the heck it is. Yeah.
Okay, I think it's on there. Hulu subscribers can currently stream Home Alone 3. Yeah, it should be on there. I think that's where I watched it. So anyway, check it out. See what you think, man. I really enjoyed it, though. I thought it was really good. And it is another John Hughes film. So.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah. Check it out.
He actually, let me see if he actually directed that one, or did he write it? It was written. Okay, it wasn't directed by him, but he wrote and produced it. So he did write it and produce it. Now, I think it gets a lot of flack because it wasn't the same kid.
Well, yeah.
I just don't think they gave it a chance, But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. So you'll have to check it out. I was at Goodwill, and I saw Christmas in Connecticut on Blu-ray.
Oh, yeah?
And I picked it up. I haven't seen that in a long time, so I don't know. I'm going to check it out.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking about watching that the other day myself.
Yeah, it's been a really long time since I've seen that.
I haven't seen that since I was 10 or less,
Yeah, yeah. I remember it was good though.
Last year I bought White Christmas and Holiday Inn on Blu-ray, but I haven't watched them yet, so I'll probably watch them here in the next week or so.
Yeah, I plan on watching White Christmas. And I think I did pick up Holiday Inn too, so I might check that one out too, because I really like that one. It includes all the holidays in there. It was a good movie.
Yeah, the version I bought last year, and like I said, I haven't watched it. I think it's like I think there's 2 discs in it, but it has the black and white version, and then they actually have a colorized version of it too.
That's right. I forgot they did colorize that one.
And I did get the American Christmas Carol on Blu-ray from Shout Factory as well. So
I ended up getting that after your recommendation. It's a really good movie.
Yeah, and that was a TV movie too.
Yeah. I think I got that. Did I get it last year? Shit, I don't know. I picked it up at one point. I don't know. But yeah, that's a really good. I mean, Henry Winkler did a phenomenal job in it. I saw he has a book out too. Have you picked that up or seen it?
No, he was just here in Cleveland a couple of weeks ago.
Was he really?
It was all over the news. Yeah, I'm not sure what he was doing here, but he stopped in at some delicatessen or whatever, and they had another news.
That's a gag. All right, guys. Well, hey, thanks for listening to Retro Media Talk. Sorry we've been away for a while, and we'll keep putting some episodes out. They won't be like they used to be on a weekly basis, but they'll be out there at some point. Time is just don't have a lot of time lately. But thanks for giving us a listen on this one, and if we don't have another Christmas episode out by Christmas, have a Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year.
Thanks for listening, guys. We'll talk to you next time.
Bye.
There really has to be something you want for Christmas.
A house, a brother, and a dad. That's all I ever want.
Do you believe that you are Santa Claus?
Yes, of course.
I'd like the court to see Mr. Kringle make the reindeer fly.
He only flies on Christmas Eve.
If this court finds that Mr. Kringle is not who he says he is, then I would ask the court to judge which is worse. A lie that draws a smile?
I knew it.
Or a truth that draws a tear?